Charlie, Ghana qualified for the World Cup.
Yes.
Finally, after all the struggle and all that.
Yes.
So, I mean, with this World Cup, we have 10 slots for Africa, right?
Yes.
But 9 is automatic based on the groups, and then one would have to negotiate playoff and then play other games and all that. So far, we have 9 countries that have qualified.
So we have 4 from North Africa, 4 from West Africa,
okay,
and 1 from South Africa. Unfortunately, there was no team from Central Africa.
Well, that's just unfortunate. So let's just name the teams at least. Let's our viewers also get to know the teams.
So from North Africa, we have Tunisia, Egypt, we have Algeria, as well as Morocco.
Okay.
And from West Africa, we have Ghana, we have Cote d'Ivoire, we have
Senegal,
yes, and we have Cape Verde. Their first
Cape
time.
Verde,
It's an historic moment for them.
Yeah.
So everybody's excited. Now people are saying they are going to like dash point, but we're yet to see.
Yeah, I mean we are yet to see. I mean yes, you can't just tell.
Then we have the Bafana, who I mean hold the pride when it comes to the Southern Africa. Yes, so yes. That is how it happened.
Yeah, so in the last World Cup, I think Africa had 5 slots, but then in this expanded version of 48 teams, we have 9 teams that are qualified automatically, and then we have 1 team that would have to negotiate the playoff.
Yeah.
Now there's a controversy. People are worried, and then they expressed a lot of concern, wondering why Nigeria, in particular, were able to make it to the playoff, even though if you take their raw score, they were second or right. If you take their raw score compared to the other teams.
Yeah, that like the second place,
yes, the other team that had more points than Nigeria, and then there's a little bit controversy.
I think much that has been said about this is the fact that when Eritrea decided to
withdraw from the
tournament, it meant that with their group they had only 5 teams competing for the
instead of the
position.
6 with the other groups.
And so as a result of that, a rule was passed that for all the teams that are playing after the end of the competition, we are going to look at all the last teams
that they played with.
So
does it mean this only is in reference with
to second place?
The second place. I mean their table.
Second place.
Okay.
Teams. So if you were placed second and you played against the last team, and maybe you won 6 points, those 6 points do not count.
Will not count. Okay.
But if let's say you played against the last team and you had only 1 point.
Yes.
Or even you lost the 2 games.
And what people don't understand is this rule was not made to favor Nigeria. It's a rule that was already in place
all the associations.
All the associations.
And I've heard in conversation about it not being fair, but I think otherwise.
Yeah, I also think it's fair because you can't decide to dash 6 points to the other teams.
Yes, when the match has not been played. Because
I mean you can't guarantee the fact that a team is in the last position doesn't mean they wouldn't have been. I mean, let's take Ghana for instance. Ghana played with Chad.
Yes.
Chad was last in the group. It's a country that you feel that the Black Stars will be able to get 6 points. But then what happened? They played draw.
Yes.
So it means the fact that a team is in the last position doesn't necessarily mean you are guaranteed 6 points. Yes. So that is what affected the other teams because you look at Burkina Faso for instance, and then the last team in their group. They picked 6 points from it. So when you go to the second place team, you look at the table, it means 6 points have been deducted. But I mean, fortunately for Nigeria, because they play with Zimbabwe, the 2 games they played 2 draws. So it means it's only 2 points that was deducted from that. So that is what has led to Nigeria getting a place on the second best placed teams from the groups. So guys, I don't want you to keep thinking and keep wondering. Nigeria is not enjoying anything special. Okay, rules are rules, and I think it is fair. Yes, they are benefiting from the rule. So now we have 4 teams that have qualified in second place, like the second best teams for the playoffs. So we have Nigeria, and we have
DR Congo,
we have Cameroon, and then we have Gabon.
Yes.
Oh, Gabon is just unfortunate because you look at their group, and then I think they were in the same group with Cameroon, and then Cameroon qualified with just 1 point.
Yes,
Gabon they did really well. So now with these 4 teams that have qualified for the playoff, I think the playoff will be taking place in the next international break. So these 4 teams, they are 2 separate groups. And then someone was asking, why would they pair Nigeria with Gabon and then pair Cameroon with DR Congo, thinking that they want a grand finale? But I don't think that's it. You know, when you look at the rules, they said they were going to use the ranking. So you look at the 4 teams. Nigeria ranks the highest, Gabon ranks the lowest. So it is Gabon against Nigeria. And then out of the 4 teams, you look at the other 2 teams. So Cameroon and then DR Congo
who play against Cameroon.
Yeah, we'll play against Cameroon.
Yeah.
So that is how the fixtures have been made, and they have to choose a neutral country where they'll be playing those playoffs.
Yeah.
So they'll be playing with, I think, Morocco. Yeah. So 13th, both fixtures will take place. Yes, 13th November, and the next international break. So 13th they play, and then the winners in these two fixtures will play in the final on 16th.
Yeah.
And guys,
that's not the end.
That is not the end. That is not the end. Don't think
there's more to come.
If Cameroon should prevail or if Nigeria should prevail, it doesn't necessarily mean they become the 10th team that will join the other 9 teams that have qualified automatically for the World Cup.
No.
There is another playoff.
So the FIFA playoff tournament, which is scheduled to take place in Mexico.
Okay.
And essentially, they want to use it to test some of the stadiums.
Okay.
So with that system, all the teams that qualify, I mean, you have 2 teams from CONCACAF.
Okay.
One from OFC.
One
Oceania.
from Oceania. One from Asia AFC.
Yes. And one also from CONMEBOL.
Yes.
But with Europe, they will not have any participants.
They don't have. Yes. So what it means is that in all, they will have about 6 teams that will play in that intercontinental or less interconfederation.
And for the 16
playoffs.
For the 16,
they also use ranking.
Yes, ranking. So the first 2 place teams would qualify.
Yes, they have qualified automatically into the semi-finals. Yeah.
Yes, and those that follow will play semi-finals. So the rest, the 4 that remain, they will play in the
They will play against each other, and after playing against each other,
when they qualify,
they meet the teams that are ranked down there. Okay, so it is those 2 teams that
when they play the final. Those who become victors will qualify to the final for the 2 places that remain.
Okay. So if these 4 teams that we mentioned, if they should negotiate the playoff and then there is a winner, let's say Nigeria or maybe Cameroon, or I mean no disrespect to Gabon and then DR Congo, but if these 2 big teams, if one of them should emerge as a winner, it doesn't necessarily mean that they join the other 9 African countries to be part of the World Cup. It means they have qualified for another playoff.
There's more to come. There's more to come.
Tell me about that.
So the playoff it will take place in Mexico, and the idea is to use it to test some of the stadiums. So for the for the team that qualifies in Africa, they will join other 5 teams. Now 2 will come from CONCACAF, one from OFC, one from AFC, and one from CONMEBOL.
Yeah.
And it's still going to be based on ranking.
Based on FIFA ranking.
So the first 2 place teams, or the best 2 place teams, will automatically qualify for the final.
Yeah.
Whilst the rest, the 4 that remains, will play in an elimination.
Yes, in an elimination.
More like a semi-final.
More like a semi-final. So the teams that win there are the ones that are going to play with
the 2 other teams in the final.
2 best ranked teams
in the final.
Yes. So those that win in those 2 semi-finals, they are the ones that qualify for the World Cup.
Yes.
Yes. So it means it is still not a done deal yet.
It's not,
yeah. So guys, you can see.
This is what Ghana avoid. This is what Ghana avoid.
Yes, and this is what the Black Star did their best to avoid.
Yes.
And then other teams see it as an opportunity. Well, I mean, it's still going to bring a lot of money to them.
But as well. Life, sometimes when you don't have much, I mean, you take whatever is given.
Yes,
you
take. There's an opportunity. It's still a chance.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you also become a team that has qualified. The 10th team that will be representing Africa at the Mundial.
Maybe. It depends.
Yes. So, guys, it has been very, very, very interesting. This conversation doesn't end here. I know that with this video, we have been able to clear some of the doubts that you had, some of the confusion that you are going through. But we also want to know what you guys think in the comment section. I know it has become very heated and interesting, but we have a lot more that are coming up. We'll be bringing you updates regarding the teams that are qualifying for the World Cup in the next episode. So stay tuned. Remember, the conversation doesn't end here until the final result. We're out.